Hey everyone, Jason Case here with another video, and in today's video I want to talk about how to avoid getting your site blacklisted in Google or other search engines. So if you're putting money or a lot of time and effort into your site, you want to make sure that you don't get blacklisted doing something shady, right? I mean, this can be one of your biggest assets in your company, and if you get blacklisted, you lose all the traffic coming to it, and everything you've worked so hard to. So if you're working with the agency, make sure they're on the up and up too, and you know what kind of tactics they're using. If they're guaranteeing you a rank #1 for a certain keyword by this time, I'm sorry, you can't guarantee that. They don't work for Google. You can probably give you an idea of how hard it's going to be and how fast you should be able to get to something, get to rank for something, but you can't guarantee a #1 spot. They're not Google. They're another company. If they're guaranteeing that, they're probably using some kind of shady tactic. They might be able to get you to #1 for that keyword, but I promise down the road, if they do it real quickly like that and they're guaranteeing it, that down the road you're going to get blacklisted at some point. So there's white hat, gray hat, black hat tactics, right? So white hat is what's tactics that reputable agencies and people use that go align with Google's guidelines on how you should build your website and rank your content. And then there's like black hat on the other side, which is like building a ton of links from link farms and other shady tactics and spinning content and spinning articles and stuff like that, where it'll get you some traction probably up front. It's a lot harder now with Google's recent updates and their algorithm, but it could possibly rank you well for a second, but down the road it's going to get you blacklisted. You'll lose all the traffic and all the stuff that you've been working so hard for. So avoid building links from shady sites. Write unique content. Make sure you're writing unique content. Don't hire someone that's going to be spinning articles and spinning content from somebody else and making it into yours. Google's smart enough, their algorithm's smart enough, it'll detect it down the road and you'll eventually get blacklisted. Keep your site updated and secure. I mean, this is your plugins and stuff. If you're using WordPress or Joomla or another CMS system, any update or any plugins that you put in there, you have to constantly keep those updated. If not, you add backhole security issues, back-end security issues where people can come in from the back-end hackers and get into your site, add malware to your site. Google picks up on this. They'll penalize your site. That one's a little bit easier to get it resolved. If you can clean up that malware, you resubmit your site to Google and then they'll review it. If they find no malware, they'll put it back up again. But sometimes it's a pain to get that malware removed, and if you got a large site, it's a real nightmare because you got to rebuild your complete site if you can't get that out of there, and it's a nightmare to deal with. So avoid building spammy links, write unique content, and make sure you keep your site up to date so it doesn't get hacked. Make sure you have a firewall in place. Just those few tips will help you stay on the up and up with Google and should go for your overall site's good health. Hopefully you find this information useful. If you do, take a chance and share it and leave some feedback, and look forward to my video tomorrow. Take care.